What's going on, everybody? This is Merc Plays Games. I am getting ready to start a playthrough of Starfield. Uh, I have already played this game a little bit. I put in about 20 hours or a little over 20 hours on a different playthrough. Uh, Decided to go ahead and start recording again and showcase and show off the game. So I'm going to be doing a brand new playthrough to go through everything. Probably not going to show off a lot of like the extra assignments and smaller side quests. What I plan on doing is kind of having everything broken down by quest chains. Because if you're familiar with Bethesda games, they usually incorporate the on top of the main story, you have different faction side quest chains. So I'm probably going to show off all that. We're going to get started here, get through the tutorial essentially, and then we'll probably go straight into the Freestar Ranger quest line, because at the end of that you do get a pretty nice free ship. So that's the plan, and then of course we'll do stuff along the way. I've really been enjoying this game. It's definitely one of those games though that if you enjoy Bethesda's previous games like Skyrim, even Elder Scrolls Online, and Fallout 3 and 4, you'll enjoy this game. But if you've never played it, if you've never played any of those games, I would give this a shot. They do have a lot of features that have been brought in from their Fallout games. You get to make outposts. Of course, there is the ship customization.
Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Stardock. Except, with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah, and the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But the metal deposits alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself. Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. You know, most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
A group hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
Alright, so Bethesda does have a nice history of
Let's see what we've got. How are we on time?
opening up their games by
longer.
not
Grab
taking
some
you directly
samples?
to the character creator.
Always. But not you.
So
Check
you're
on Isabel.
currently a
Make
minor.
sure she eases up on the breach.
A relatively
I don't
new
feel like
minor
getting
at
buried
that.
alive today.
Roger that.
Remember, Dusty, keep your breathing steady and never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with breathable atmosphere.
Know what I love about working in Freestar Collective space? Fewer regs. A job like this in the United Colonies? Huh. Reams of red tape. This one over here. Calvert! No! No! It's a laser, not a sledgehammer! Ease up! Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go!
Yeah, okay.
What do we say, Dusty? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up! Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
Dusty, you're up. Take that cutter you grabbed and mine what you can. Metal deposits are in that cabin.
I'm busy. What else will bother?
They're ready, boss. Get back up here. Come on.
You think we'll be
It's
done
time.
here soon?
You're with me.
No, I hear this is the last dig. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Standard reading a clean break. Shut it down.
Let's go! Hella, get the readings.
Yeah, about that.
Problem?
Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't.
You don't?
What we're after? It'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
Relax. It's just another job. Come on.
We're getting close, I think. Yeah, everything is just... Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
Where is it, Hella?
Through there, I think.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong?
Would you shut up? Both of you do your jobs. Client is on his way.
Okay, so we're gonna go check out this anomaly. There's some things you can mine here. I'm not gonna bother with that just because you'll have plenty of opportunity to get all the resources you need. So you just really come through here. It's all pretty self-explanatory.
Do you see anything? Dusty, snap out of it.
So it already has kind of a very Mass Effect-like beginning. You touch the artifact and it's like some kind of
Come on.
beacon.
Come on. Okay, take it easy.
You see
You were
some
out
vision.
cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
And so this transitions to the character creator. Not really gonna spend a lot of time in here. I've already got kind of an idea of what I want my character to look like. So, yeah. think we'll go with this preset. As with most of Bethesda's game, you do have a pretty in-depth character creator here. So you can spend as much time as you want developing what you want your character to look like. You can choose what body type you want right off the bat. So if you want more masculine, more feminine, that's up to you. The walk style also is the same. Uh, Masculine is 1, feminine is 2. Then, of course, you got your skin tone. Then you got your face. There's plenty of options here. You can choose your head shape. We're going to go with that one. For this, it was kind of disappointing regarding the hair options, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, there are pretty decent hair options. It's just that there's other games out there that have been that have a lot better, animation for hair. I think I'm gonna go with that one actually. Go with a more scruffy look. Kind of like that. But yeah, you have plenty of options depending on how detailed you want to get in. Some of the, like for the eye shape here, and I think, was it? No, they didn't do it for head shape. Forehead and nose and other features. You can actually blend the presets together to kind of get the best option that you feel is right. So they really have taken their character creator pretty far. Would like to see some more improvement, but it's actually still pretty good. And we'll go with yellow eyes. Keep that. You can even choose the quality of your teeth. Yeah, and all you have is just face tattoos. None of them are really that great. I think we're gonna do the space cat just to kind of keep it silly. All right. Background is it's really just for flavor. It does start you off with three actual skills that you can eventually get as you level up. So this just gives you like a starting point. But choose what you want. I am going in this playthrough. I want to kind of get right away to like being able to build and pilot larger ships. So bounty hunter is kind of the best for that because you start off with piloting, which is going to affect you being able to pilot the larger ships. Targeting control systems is pretty good because if you want to start pirating other ships that you're attacking, you will want to disable them, and that feature will allow you to do it. And of course, the boost pack training just allows you to use the boost pack. All right, so these are completely optional. You can go through without doing them, but they do actually give some useful things. So I'm going to pick Freestar Collective. Settler, what that just does is it gives you extra. It gives you extra uh, credits when you complete Freestar Collective missions. As you can see there, the offset of that, of course, is your bounties with other factions is greatly increased. We're gonna also, I'm gonna pick Dream Home. This just gives you a really nice house, but as you see, you have to pay 125k. My understanding, this is the first time I'll be picking it. My understanding is that you don't have to pay that a week. It's more, I think it was like 700 credits a game week. So it's not like that crazy. And then I'm gonna go with Serpent's Embrace because the other religious ones are kind of useless. You start off with a chest full of items, but I've done the Raised Enlightened before, and the chest of items that you get is really nothing, nothing really interesting. But some of the perks can be useful. If you wanted to have more of a challenge, you might want to start off with Wanted. So you could do extra damage when your health is low, but you're going to be hunted by bounty hunters. Then a lot of the others are just giving you little boosts, like if you have a companion or if you're running solo, whether you're in space or on land, things like that. But I'm going to pick Serpent's Embrace just because you do get a temporary boost to health and oxygen, uh, as long as you're frequently grav jumping. Which you probably will end up doing in this game. I haven't used it before, so we'll see how it goes. But that's going to be it. I'm going to name my character just after my channel. All right, and then let's get
Bet
started.
you were expecting a quiet job compared to your last gig. Bounty hunter turned space miner. Well, you got the sample.
Yeah, so
Client's on his way. Then
again,
we'll
your
all get
background's just
paid.
flavor. Sometimes some
Do you remember
characters will
anything that
reference your background briefly, but ultimately it
Huh.
really doesn't matter
Well,
what
you
you
passed
pick.
out, that's for sure. Everything else, probably just your brain playing tricks. Either way, we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh. Sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be... Speak of the devil.
All right. Yeah, you can play in first person or third person as you prefer. I play in both because in these games I do like to see how my
Our
character
constellation
looks.
contact is on approach.
Wait, the
But
Explorers group?
when you're dealing in combat,
Thought they were kind
sometimes
of a
it's a lot
joke.
better to
Not a joke. You're just too young
sometimes
to
it's a
know
lot
better.
better to be in
Hey,
first
I'm
person.
just saying they got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Half the crew doesn't believe Earth exists, but it's still there. Same with Constellation.
Yeah, come on. Exploring space? Who does that anymore? Ain't the space we've already got complicated enough?
Not to them, apparently. All right, Dusty. Airlock. Put your helmet on. long time.
Yes, it has. That mine on Bendy, right?
Kazal, hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract. Your tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new guy found it.
That right. And everything went cool? Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy?
Kazal. And no, Barrett, not cool. He passed out after the extraction. Woke up saying all kinds of nonsense.
Is that right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh? That fun, huh? Not the most gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I lost them.
Barrett?
Okay, this will be the first taste of combat in the game. Switch to first person. I'm gonna... Okay. Made by the explosive. I'm gonna switch to a better weapon.
Believe that happened.
It's okay to loot the miners. You won't get in trouble. You want to loot as much as you can.
Of course Barrett was being followed. Every time.
Well, that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now. Hey, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but we don't exactly know what the artifact might have done to your head, and Constellation is really the only group qualified to help.
Oh no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
Oh, right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. Soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things.
And just like that, we're no longer a minor.
Don't you get it? You don't have a job here anymore. You're with those explorers now. Like it or not. Just go, all right? Figure out what happened to you when you touched that rock.
Well, none of that's settled. Vasco, get him to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo. Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time. Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly. Now, questions? Come on. You really not at all curious about that light and music show you experienced? Why it only affected you? Because if you didn't notice, we've all been handling it since with no problem. The way I see it, Constellation needs that artifact, but they also need you. This mystery is only getting bigger each step we take. And you're part of it now. Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it a loan. Vasco will keep you on course. Besides, I'm making an exception since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had. See, that's the problem with the settled systems. Too easy to take everything for granted. While everyone else is busy playing politics, we're the ones braving the unknown, charting the vastness of space. Without us, the galaxy is just a big room with the lights turned out. That, my friend, is the million-credit question. And Constellation can find the answer, with your help. They're just following the loot, like pirates do. And I have something of a reputation as a loot collector.
Alright, let's
And
go.
Vasco, don't let him break my ship.
So you will be able to customize this ship too. I've only done a little bit, but it's really just bare bones. There's just enough to get you by, to get you started. There's really like only one hab.
Captain, I assume you know how to fly a Class
You do have a galley
ship,
though.
as
That
Barrett likes
is
to
what
say. It's
allows you to
as
cook
easy as
food,
learning to ride
which
a
is,
bike.
helps you
I
heal,
will
also
attempt
gives you
to
some
boost
buffs.
the shields, just in case
Research
there are any
station helps you
difficulties.
unlock upgrades and mods, and the navigation console should speak for itself. And then this is the cockpit. You can access your cargo hold, which is a good place to keep all your stuff. And then you have your own locker. The locker is a good thing to know about because when you do raid ships, you can find a lot of loot in those captain lockers. But let's get going.
Shields ready. The rest is up to you. Now that we are in orbit, it might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems, and we'll be on our way.
But yeah, this part of the game, of course, takes you through how to fly and use your ship. You do have to redirect power to all the different systems. As you can see, since we're just starting out, we don't have that many points for power.
Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear. We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective.
So lasers work really well against shields. The ballistics, like your cannon and missiles, work against hull a lot better. You do also have non-lethals, which allow you to disable a ship. But right now we just have the basics. This is the target. So you want to make sure you loot everything you can.
At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships are high enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby.
And once we get an opportunity to, I'll probably tweak the ship a little bit, probably put some better weapons on, some more engines, just to kind of give us a little bit of an edge. Until we can really get to a point where we can just make our own ships. I should say you don't actually make your own ships. All you can do is edit them. Which is kind of annoying because with the way the shipbuilder is I can sell off everything from the ship so that like nothing from the original ship that you buy or capture or get is a part of it. But so it would be nice if they updated it and added a feature where you just start from scratch. But other than that, I have been enjoying playing this game. It's very fun. I do like the combat. I do love the customization options for the ship. I haven't messed around too much with the outposts, but I'll definitely do that with this playthrough. It's always a good idea whenever you go to a planet to actually scan the life forms and plants and elements and kind of explore, because really that's the whole point of the game. But when you complete a planetary survey, you'll get an item in your inventory that you can sell. So they do give you kind of a reward to being thorough with exploring and really getting out there.
Be careful, Captain. Alien creatures are often unpredictable. I adequately assisted you during combat.
But for right now, I'm gonna get through the tutorial here, the introductory missions, and then I'll focus on coming back to explore and everything. Otherwise, I would be here for hours, because while you don't have the whole planet or the whole part of the moon or whatever this is to go around and explore, it's still a very large open area, and there's a lot of places that you need to visit to unlock everything. There's always little secrets. So I'm not gonna really worry about that, because I want to get off the game's leash, because the game does kind of keep you on a leash at first.
Smaller
So
independent pirate crews, all
which is
flying under the same banner. They are
helps you
typically
learn the game,
unscrupulous
and all games really do it. There's no, you do have a flashlight, but I find that using your scanner is actually a good idea, especially when you're in dark areas, because it will highlight lootable items for you. So you can go over there and, hover over it. You could take them all, of course, but I don't want to get overburdened too quickly, but you obviously can sell all of this stuff to vendors. Make as much credits as you need to.
Curious, these are United Colonies markings, but we are in Freestar Collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret facility.
Alright, so as Vasco said, this is a UC colony facility, which is a different faction from the Freestar Collective. We'll be learning about all the different factions throughout the playthrough. But essentially they're rival factions, amounting to different countries, essentially. So having a UC facility like this in Freestar Collective space is obviously not really a good idea. I'll leave that the way it is. It feels a little fast for me, but I've been busy with other things, so I haven't quite played this in a few days. Let's switch to first person though.
Is nearby.
The stealth features from previous Bethesda games are still in this, of course. If you wanted to play that way, you crouch If you have any skill points into stealth, you will get the option, or not the option, you'll get a display up there at the top that'll tell you if you're hidden or not. Since I don't have any points into that right now, I don't have that option, so stealth it still works the same. It's just that you won't know if you're still considered hidden or if someone's close by, close enough to find out, find you out. So of course, there's always a lot of little lore things here. I've already read this on my previous playthrough, but I'll bring it up if you really want to read. You could just pause the video. Essentially, what happened is the scientists here are working on xenobiology and basically turning aliens into weapons. And they moved here in Freestar Collective space, and as you'll read through all the emails, including that one, those that I just displayed there, along with some others later on, and some other audio that'll play, the scientists here essentially fucked around and found out. Just like with Fallout 2, the guns kind of work the same. So you have a wide variety of different weapons to choose from, lasers, and then regular guns and all that. Each of the guns use their own ammunition, and of course they'll share ammunition as well. So you try to want to avoid having the same type of weapons that use the same ammunition. You also, in my experience, don't want to get bogged down too much on how many weapons you do have, because that's going to eat up your carrying capacity, which will make it easier for you to get overburdened, which just becomes a pain in the ass. It's not like a big deal, but it does make things just a tad bit difficult to manage. Obviously, I have done it before. Clearly here, something broke out. Kind of plays into what those pirates were listening to earlier about a terramorph. Uh, when you explore on this planet, if you wanted to do that before you left, you can. You'll actually run into the terramorph. It's almost impossible to kill. It's a level 10. You would only be a level 2 at this time, or maybe even a level 1 if you went out and about before coming here. Alright, so you do have a bunch of different skill trees that all do and focus on different things. So combat, social, physical, science, and then tech. And tech is where I'm going to kind of focus on as much as I can, because this is going to allow you to get to a point where you can well, the piloting skill, of course, is right here, but then you could also use higher level parts.
What was that?
Come on, Vasco, get out of the way. I can't remember if there was another computer in any of these rooms. But they clearly were working on some nasty shit in here. Also, don't mind that I'm kind of going through this area quickly. I just actually did this last night and realized after I was done recording that something was wrong with my software, so I decided to just restart today. So, kind of already have a lot of stuff memorized from these opening missions. That's just the way it is. So, all right. Okay. So this was the lead scientist who was running the show, and then here's his computer. And this is where you find out that they brought in a terramorph, and apparently it is a very nasty creature.
You have picked up too much matter, and
It's loose. The terramorph is loose. We can't stop it. When we tried to sync with the neural control interface, it just completely flipped out. Broke through its containment chamber like it was made out of paper. It killed Michelson, Cobb, and Sumatri in all of 1 minute. I'm not even sure where it is now.
become
It took off
over-encumbered.
the facility. A security detail went in after it, but good friggin' luck. When I know it's safe, I'm going to make a run for the comm relay. Try to call in the cavalry. Hayden Wynn, lead xenobiologist. Wishing he had gone to dentist school like his parents wanted.
Okay. So like you just heard on that audio file, the terramorph broke out. They were trying to control these creatures for making them as weapons, and they, like I said before, they fucked around and found out.
I'm detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside, provided you had some digipics and a disregard for personal property rights.
You're dead. We're all dead. The comms relay has been trashed. The whole room is trashed. We can't call for help. I can hear the terramorph roaring somewhere. And more people screaming. God.
That was pretty fucking terrifying. A lot of the loot is randomized, but there is some static loot that can be found. Alright. Well, let me read this first. Now let's, actually equip the laser. And then we're going to drop a quick save.
You gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands? We don't have a problem with Barrett. We want that ship, the Frontier. If you're the captain of it now, that means we're after you. Oh, this'll be fun.
Yeah, it definitely
Call
will.
Indigo 669 and to return to the lodge. No deviation.
Okay. Yeah. Keep hitting Y, which is the jump button. Thinking that it'll do something else.
It's no longer a option. It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed. Exterior damaged.
So it's kind of annoying. This is I'm over encumbered. That's what you'll notice on the bottom left. The white bar is your O2, and then you have CO2 levels that you have to be mindful of. When your CO2 is full up and replacing the white, you will take health damage as you run. So you just got to be mindful of that. Pretty careful, but. It gets annoying because it increases the speed of all of that increases as you pick up numbers.
These criminals should be incarcerated. Unexpectedly, begin incoming call. The enemy is here. Make sure be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference.
I don't think the ship's ever stayed here before.
Till I find you.
See if there's anything we can loot. No. Well, that's annoying. So you can't board their ship. Just fine, I guess. Wouldn't be able to take it anyway, because I can only use my ship right now. Now the nice part too is once you get to your ship, you can actually access your cargo hold, and then you can transfer anything from your inventory into your cargo hold, so that does free up a lot of space. Now you want to try to keep the resources And then when you get to a vendor later on, you actually can access your cargo hold. So from there, so that is very useful. Okay, now we're under the limit. Go to the cockpit.
Captain, to reach the lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
Alright, now I could have done this while I was on the surface, but you can come in here. Makes it just really quick and easy to deal with this. You do need to power up your grab truck. The more power you have in it, the less time it takes to actually do the jump. But again, very, I don't want to say crappy, but it's kind of a crappy ship. But we're going to make it a little bit better here. Just a second. Allow them to scan. On my original playthrough, I somehow picked up some contraband when I was exploring that planet just now and didn't realize it, and then they arrested me and started off a whole quest chain where I had to infiltrate the Crimson Pirates, which we'll get to that at some point, but I was totally not ready for that when that happened. So we want to come here, and then we're going to land. And that's, once we land, that's going to do it for this video. I'll pick up where I left off in the next video, where we finish up the introductory quest, getting to the lodge, meeting the players in Constellation, and all of that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you can, get notifications of my upcoming videos. I greatly appreciate any of the support, as I'm still a very young, new channel, and I'm trying to branch out and grow as much as I can. So again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.